Om Sai Ram, Chapter 4, Sri Sai Nathai Namah. Sai Baba's first advent in Shirdi, Mission of the Saints, Shirdi, a holy Tirth, personality of Sai Baba, dictum of Gauli appearance of Vitthal, Kshir Sagar story, Das Ganu's bath in Prayag, Immaculate Conception of Sai Baba, and his first advent in Shirdi, 3 Vadas. In the last chapter, I described the circumstances which led me to write Sai Sat Charitra. Let me now prescribe the first advent of Sai Baba in Shirdi. Mission of the Saints. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, 7 to 8, that whenever there is a decay of dharma, that is righteousness, and an ascendancy of unrighteousness, I manifest myself, and for the protection of the virtuous, the destruction of the vicious, and for the establishment of righteousness, I manifest myself in age after age. This is the mission of Lord and the sages and saints, who are his representatives and who appear here at proper time, help in their own way to fulfill that mission. For instance, when the twice born, that is, the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, neglect their duties, and when the Shudra try to usurp the rights of the higher classes, when spiritual preceptors are not respected but humiliated, when nobody cares for religious instructions, when everybody thinks himself very learned, when people begin to partake of forbidden foods and intoxicating drinks, when under the cloak of religion people indulge in malpractices, when people belonging to different sects fight amongst themselves, when Brahmins fail to do Sandhya adoration and the orthodox their religious practices, when yogis neglect their meditation, when people begin to think that wealth, progeny, wife are their sole concern, and thus turn away from the true path of salvation, then do saints appear and try to set matters right by their words and action. They serve us as a beacon lights and show us the right path and the right way for us to follow. In this way, many saints, that is, Nivritti, Janadev, Muktabai, Namdev, Gora, Gonai, Eknath, Tukaram, Narhari, Narsibhai, Sajan Kasai, Savata, Ramadas, and various others did appear at various times to show the right path to the people, and so presently came Sri Sai Baba of Shirdi. Shirdi, a holy Tirth, the banks of the Godavari river in Ahmednagar district are very fortunate, for they gave birth and refuge to many saints, prominent amongst them being Janeshwar. Shirdi also falls in the Kopargaon taluka of the Ahmednagar district. After crossing the Godavari river at Kopargaon, one gets the way to Shirdi, where you go 3 course, that is 9 miles. You come to Neemgaon, from whence Shirdi is visible. Shirdi is as famous and well known as other holy places like Gangapur, Narchanwadi, Audumbar on the banks of Krishna river. As the devotee Damaji flourished in and blessed Mangalveda near Pandharpur, as Samarth Ramdas at Sajjangarh, as Sri Narsimha Saraswati at Saraswati Wadi, so Sainath flourished at Shirdi and blessed it. Personality of Sai Baba. It is on account of Sai Baba that Shirdi grew into importance. Let us see what sort of personage Sai Baba was. He conquered this sansar, worldly existence, which is very difficult and hard to cross. Peace or mental calm was his ornament, and he was the repository of wisdom. He was the home of Vaishnav devotees, most liberal, like Karna, amongst liberals, the quintessence of all essences. He had no love for perishable things and was always engrossed in self realization, which was his sole concern. He felt no pleasure in the things of this world or of the world beyond. His antarang heart was as clear as a mirror, and his speech always rained nectar. The rich or poor people were the same to him. He did not know or care for honor or dishonor. He was the Lord of all beings. He spoke freely and mixed with all people, saw the actings and dances of nautch girls and heard ghazal songs. Still, he swerved not an inch from samadhi, mental equilibrium. The name of Allah was always on his lips. While the world awoke, he slept, and while the world slept, he was vigilant. His abdomen inside was as calm as the deep sea. His ashram could not be determined, nor his actions could be definitely determined. And though he sat in one place, he knew all the transactions of the world. His darbar was imposing. He told daily hundreds of stories. Still, he swerved not an inch from his vow of silence. He always leaned against the wall in the masjid or walked morning, noon, and evening towards Landi Bagh and Chavdi. Still, he at all times abided in the self. Though a siddha, he acted like a sadhak. He was meek, humble, egoless, and pleased all. Such was Sai Baba. And as the soil of Shirdi was trodden by Sai Baba's feet, it attained extraordinary importance. As Janeshwar elevated Alandi, Eknath did to Paithan, so Sai Baba raised Shirdi. Blessed are the grass leaves and stones of Shirdi, for they could easily kiss the holy feet of Sai Baba and take their dust on their head. Shirdi became to us devotees another Pandharpur, Jagannath, Dwarka, Banaras, Kashi, and Rameshwar, Badri Kedar, Nasik, Trambakeshwar, Ujjain, and Mahakaleshwar or Mahabaleshwar, Gokarn. Contact of Sai Baba in Shirdi was like our Veda and Tantra. It quieted our sansar, world consciousness, and rendered self-realization easy. The darshan of Sri Sai was our yoga sadhan, and talk with him removed our sins. Shampooing his legs was our bath in Triveni Prayag, and drinking the holy water of his feet destroy our desires. To us, his commands were Vedas, and accepting his Udi, sacred ashes, and prasad was all purifying. He was our Sri Krishna and Sri Ram who gave us solace, and he was our Parabrahma, absolute reality. He was himself beyond the pair of Dvandvas and never dejected nor elated. He was always engrossed in his self as existence, knowledge, and bliss. Shirdi was his center, but his field of action extended far wide to Punjab, Calcutta, North India, Gujarat, Dhaka, and Konkan. Thus, the fame of Sai Baba spread far and wide, and people from all parts came to take his darshan and be blessed. By mere darshan, minds of people, whether pure or impure, would become at once quiet. They got here the same sort of unparalleled joy that devotees get at Pandharpur by saying Vittal Rakhumai. This is not an exaggeration. Consider what a devotee says in this respect. Dictum of Golibua. An old devotee by name Golibua, aged about 95 years, was a Varkhari of Pandhari. He stayed 8 months at Pandharpur and 4 months Asar to Kartik, July to November, on the banks of Gangas. He had an ass with him for carrying his luggage and a disciple as his companion. Every year he made his wari or trip to Pandharpur and came to Shirdi to see Sai Baba, whom he loved most. He used to stare at Baba and say, "This is Padrinath, Vitthal incarnate, the merciful Lord of the poor and helpless." This Golibua was an old devotee of Vithoba and had made many trips to Pandhari, and he testified that Sai Baba was real Pandrinath. Vitthal himself appeared. Sai Baba was very fond of remembering and singing God's name. He always uttered Allah Malik, God is Lord, and in his presence made others sing God's name continuously, day and night, for 7 days. This is called Nam Sapta. Once he asked Das Kanu Maharaj to do the Nam Sapta. He replied that he would do it provided he was assured that Vitthal would appear at the end of the 7th day. Then Baba, placing his hand on his chest, assured him that certainly Vitthal would appear, but that the devotee must be earnest and devout. The Dhankapuri, the Kori of Takurnath, the Pandari of Vittal, the Dwarka of Ranchod Krishna is here, Shirdi. One need not go far out to see Dwarka. Will Vittal come here from some outside place? He is here. Only when the devotee is bursting with love and devotion, Vittal will manifest himself here. After the Sapta was over, Vittal did manifest himself in the following manner. Kaka Sahib Dikshit was as usual sitting in meditation after the bath, and he saw Vittal in a vision. When he went at noon for Baba's darshan, Baba asked him point blank, "Did Vittal Patil come? Did you see him? He is very truant fellow. Catch him firmly, otherwise he will escape if you be a little inattentive." This happened in the morning, and at noon there was another Vitthal darshan. One hawker from outside came there for selling 25 or 30 pictures of Vitthova. This picture exactly tallied with the figure that appeared in Kaka Sahib's vision. On seeing this and remembering Baba's words, Kaka Sahib Dikshit was much surprised and delighted. He bought one picture of Vithoba and placed it in his shrine for worship. Om Namo Sri Sai Nathai Namaha. End of chapter 4. Om Sai Ram.